Wassup.
Yellow. Double XP week.
Kimchi trial.
Motherfucker.
He will love it.
Well, we got 2 hours to do Sumeru till Kimchi shows up.
Congratulations!
Bastards, you get 'em before I
WTF.
do. You get him before I do. Tiff, if I get him before you, that means your kimchi is worse than mine.
We forgot about America servers. I'm sorry.
Is that... If I get kimchi before Tiff,
Oh yeah,
though, that
Asia
just means...
gets first, then Europe and then America.
Yeah, that just means if I get it first, though, Tiff, that I am just better.
You have more to explore and more primos to find than me.
Whether it takes me uphill, downhill, or out to the sticks, I get the goods from A to B. I'll even take him across the sea if needed. So don't worry, you're in safe hands.
That's not
They don't call me the gold standard guard for nothing.
It's a hand.
I'll pull for Raiden's weapon so Shangling has a good one. Gary's kimchi is already better.
Yeah. Mine will automatically be better if Tiff spends money. The second Tiff spends money on kimchi, mine will automatically be better. Because mine was for free. Mine was from hard work. Oh wait, we got drive.
Give me some space.
Okay, it does
Your
work.
Kazuha will always be worse than Gary's.
Oh, I don't take fall damage either? Oh, that's sweet.
Silence wench.
To time him out. I forget if you're a higher level moderator than him.
Nah, him timing him out, I'm not corrupt. Right now. Hard work, you got him early and just with chests you found around you didn't have to swim around for days to collect all the funds.
No umbrella for me, thanks. It hardly ever rains in the desert, so
What are you
I'm
talking
gonna enjoy
about?
this while I can.
What do you mean I got who early? Who did I get early?
I got him 4 days ago. I had to grind Nadlin to 70%.
something that's better in this game than in Legend of Zelda.
Kazuha, you got Kazuha early. Oh,
I
you
got
meant
Kazuha.
E.
Yeah, I got Kazuha at 25 pity.
Do
Which
you want
just
to know what
proof
I had to do
that
to
I'm the
get
gambling
Farina
man.
weapon in her?
Spend money. The seen and unseen. Creatures, yada yada yada. Unleash the changes bits that may be able to display the location of certain hidden things. What?
Great, sun's out. About time we had some dry heat. It's been so muggy lately.
I both got them on the end of pity. Farina was like 88 and her weapon around 70 or 80.
Wait, so I should have been grinding for the weapon banner instead of trying to get Mualani? So that way I'd have a higher chance of getting Kimchi's weapon? Courtney, you told me to grind for Mualani!
Do you know what I had to do to get my Farina to top 3%? Lots
Absolutely
and lots of domain
nothing.
expansions.
Bro. Leave me alone. Wait.
Those poor robots got pegged by squids.
What?
One with nature.
Oh, you mean Farina? Oh, do you mean the robot couple?
I mean Kimchi's Wiapo is really ugly.
I wouldn't say it's ugly.
Time to go.
It's so ugly, Gary.
It's not. Besides, Mavwika held it, which automatically makes it S tier.
It is.
It's not that ugly. And Mavwika held it and used it to fold Cappuccino in half.
I got her weapon at 77 pity.
Okay. Yeah. This weapon's not ugly.
Gary, she punched him. His old Capitano is fine.
Follow the wind.
She still used Kimchi's sword to fight him. I know he's not
The
dead.
weapon broke.
The weapon broke. What?
So it's not good.
Into the wind.
The weapon broke because
Time to go.
Damn, even worse.
reasons.
L weapon. Did you guys not watch the cushion? If it was Navia's battle
I'm
axe,
not
it would
there
have
yet.
survived.
Tiff.
Isn't her weapon broke?
We finally made it to Caravan Rebut. It's pretty lively
I'm not
here.
there yet, Tiff. I haven't even
I watched,
met.
but I was staring at her tits.
Yeah, I haven't even met
Navia's
Cappuccino.
battle axe would have come out even stronger.
She has a battle axe.
So, just past this
Why
wall
does
is
she
the
have a
desert, huh?
shotgun, umbrella, and a battle axe? Like,
Oh,
chill
wow.
out, bro.
Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block
Oh yeah, he is
sandstorms
a
from the
L.
outside.
Yeah, that axe is beautiful.
If it's this tall, it's gotta be the divine work of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right?
Google Navia weapon.
Who's an L?
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Huh?
Where did bro come from? Oh, I've seen that.
It's called The Verdict.
No, it's just called Verdict. It's not called The Verdict. Jeez, Tiff, get it right.
Here's my Discord if you wanna join.
Yeah, I've seen that.
https://discord.gg/mkd7fa5y.
I didn't even know it was
Let's hurry up and
Genshin.
follow
I
him.
think
Wonder what he's
sometime
up
during
to.
middle school, I just saw it and thought it looked cool and
Tiff,
used it
you're
as a
so
mouse
stupid.
cursor.
I'm not called Tiff, I'm This Is Fine, get it right.
No,
Arlishino's
you're
weapon is
McWanderer.
S-tier.
Isn't her weapon like a scythe or something?
What the? Where
Her
did
weapon
he go?
looks like a tumor on a stick.
How did we lose them? They were just here a second ago.
More Aramite mercenaries? Who are they working for?
Yeah, it's a scythe and it glows.
Anyway, Traveler, it seems like we were being followed again.
You were too careless. You
Shut
should
up,
have
Tiff, you're
noticed those
just
hopeless
jealous.
amateurs trailing you a long time ago.
Arlecchino's real
But
name is
Pork
the
didn't
first
get the
thing that
weapon.
pops up when I type Arlecchino's. Images. Alright, so you want to know what's really crazy? Is I also had this as a mouse cursor. And I also did not know it was Genshin. I just thought it looked cool.
Jealous on what? On you not having the weapon? Gary. I have the dead mach, which is basically the scythe. Just less awesome. Typical 2013 mouse cursor. She paid money for the death match.
2013, I was like
Is he muted again?
4. I didn't even know what a computer was.
NVM.
There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal favors.
I'd pay for it again too.
All I did was correct a mistake I happened to
It
come
does look
across.
pretty cool.
It's a habit I developed at the academia.
You really gave Paimon a scare.
Now it's
I'll leave
shitty.
them. We never thought we'd run into you here.
Mom.
Last time
Tiff,
we
you're
met
just
at
a
Port
D1
Ormos,
hater, bro.
didn't you say you were going back to the academia?
Beetle Kino sucks ass too.
Don't tell Paimon that you're here to take us back on their orders.
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the academia's hit list. I can't say that I didn't expect it. However, had I wished to turn you over to the academia, don't you think you'd already be the
Bro
Eremite's
not fun
honored
at the
guests
Diddy
by now?
parties.
Right.
Wait, so-
You do have a point.
For her scythe spear thing, are you like able to switch if it's a scythe or a spear?
I'm Angie cause I lost 50/50. It transforms when you attack.
Oh, that reminds me. I saw
I
a
have no
thing,
interest in running errands
about,
for
like,
that
Arlish,
project.
and like
As
her
a scholar, I've always belonged to the
kids
camp that promotes researcher
about,
autonomy.
like, voice lines
And
and
these
stuff.
days, you're more
I
fast.
go
That
into
was
Genshin
kinda
and lose
cute.
50/50 so realistic.
Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Unfortunately, I've run into some difficulties. Everyone says the capsule originated in the
Like
desert
how
and was eventually moved to Port Ormos.
attack
If
combo,
I am to get to the bottom
like
of
of her
this,
basic
I
attack,
must
is
understand
just
how
the
the capsule
exact
first came
same
to be.
as Arlishina's.
Which brings me back to you, and why you're so interesting. The leader of Ainul Ahmar used the Divine Knowledge Capsule right in front of you, and upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed, and you were lost in thought
PFFT
for
losing
quite some time.
50/50s.
To have that
Couldn't
kind of
be me.
reaction, I think
I'm
you
on a
must have
triple.
realized something. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
But Tiff, did you lose the
Hey, Thum.
50-50?
You really have a
To
ridiculous
Chi-Chi.
eye for detail. What kind
Also,
of
it's
person
not a
even notices or
50-50
remembers
anymore.
stuff like that?
It's a 55-40. And I still lost to Chi-Chi, of all people.
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the academia.
No,
after
but
all.
did you lose the
So considering
50/50
that,
to Mona
it is indeed
twice?
wise to keep your cards close to your chest.
No,
But
but
that does
also I don't
prove
really
you do have
care
some undisclosed
about
No, it's
Mona.
not a 50/50.
Am I right?
Actually, Gary, it only activates if you've lost two 50/50s in a row.
It only activates if you lost twice in a row. What?
Then it turns into 55/45.
Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I
If
still
they're
prefer
gonna
to
make it
investigate on my
that,
own.
then they've
Speaking
gotta,
of, two
they
are also
should
headed to the
make it
desert?
to where every
That's right.
single
We have the same plan
loss
as you.
increases
But
the
we don't
chance.
really have any
It's like if
concrete
you lose
goals
the
at the moment.
55-45, it then
Then I'd
goes to a
suggest starting with Maru
60-40.
Village.
If you lose
It's
that,
the
it's a
Idols.
closest thing to the
I'm also
65-35.
mad.
Probably have more resources and intel than anywhere else. Well, would you like to head there together?
It's always better to travel with someone you know. Let's go!
It's a 50/50. After you lose a 50/50, there is a chance you get it. Then after 2, the chance is higher, and after 3 losses, it's guarantee.
That's Idle Death Gamble, bro. Nah, that's what they should make it. They should make it Idle Death Gamble.
No.
That's literally Idle Death Gamble. The chance increases every time you lose until the 3rd time, and then the next one's a guarantee. That's Idle Death Gamble.
I hate it so much. Just make pity lower to like 80 being the max.
You gotta accept the facts, Tiff. That's just Idle Death Gamble, bro.
Courtney, isn't your next 2 characters guaranteed? No. My last characters were Farina, Yellen, and Kazuha. I thought you lost $350.50 in a row. Oh. No, I'm winning right now. I did lose to
Ha!
50/50 on the weapon banner though.
I figured
Well,
it
there's
out,
another
chat.
bonus in chat for you. I have guaranteed for Mavuika. Twice is a row. It's a fucking scam.
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven of the desert folk.
Boom.
Whoa.
Hello,
This
Chicken
landscape is
VR.
really something else. What a cool place! Let's go check it out!
Wait, no, I got Milani fuckets. Mo guaranteed.
Wow!
Hushin' everyone, hush. We're wetter or erititite.
Sino.
Ugly all weapons.
Unless my memory fails me,
Oh,
we
hey,
have
Them's
barely
is pretty
spoken
neat.
2 words to each other before now at the Academia. Would
Sino's,
you
though,
care
it's
to
just-
enlighten me
It
as to when and how I
doesn't
invited
look
the
good.
General
I
Muhammad?
can't say no to that.
I'll hate them.
Okay.
Do
Courtney,
not think you
time
can
him out.
escape my judgment.
They both
Just because
pretty.
you managed to escape my attack.
Yeah, too bad you don't have him.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me. Though styled like an
You
assassination,
can't stop my
I
jokes.
sought only to ensure that my
I don't
target
have
would be
the
unable
authority.
to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
Sino is so salty.
Does bro really think he can beat me?
Bro is standing there like man standing.
He looks like a
I
bad
want to build
version.
my Sino so bad, but goddamn, I am not searching for the scarbs.
He looks like a bad version of Razor. I'm just gonna say it. I prefer Razor. He looks cooler.
Bro looks like a
Seems to me
NPC.
more like your own personal touch.
Razor is way better.
That, Alhaitham? Did you call him General Mahamatra?
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino.
General
head of all
Maharaja?
Matra at the Academia. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic
Kainari
crimes.
has at least a
You seem
good
to have placed
design.
a lot of trust in Alhaitham.
Sino hate is unreal.
point of
His
blocking
burst
an
is the
attack
best
for
in the game.
If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him.
That sounds
I
like
wouldn't believe a
D1
single word.
glazing,
Kainari and
Tiff.
Sino are good friends.
I have been pursuing this
Or
scribe for a
Courtney,
long time.
not Tiff.
I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise,
No man,
there will be
Navia's burst is better.
consequences.
Hear me out. Kimchi.
She shoots cannons FFS.
Has Alhaitham done something wrong? Paimon doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out to be.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Alhaitham, I saw it during our fight. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Alhaitham could easily beat Sino's ass.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you?
He can,
why,
but
as
he's too
General
lazy.
Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a
So
mission
what I'm
that's,
hearing is
let's
that
say, morally
Xeno
dubious?
is delusional.
If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Academia?
Al-Hedam doesn't wanna, he has to go home to his wife Kave.
You two! Ugh.
He has to go
What
back
should
to
we do,
Tiff,
Traveler?
bro.
Paimon feels like we can't trust either of them.
Ahem. Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over there.
Wait, Dia?
Tiff is Al Haytham's wife. Also, thank God,
Great! Finally,
Mussolini
someone
is
that we
here.
Tooth, come get your man.
You gotta help us out here. Otherwise, these two are gonna start fighting again.
Yeah, sure looks that way. Two giants from the Academia.
First I get called Guru, then Tainari, and then Kave WTF.
I mean, you literally said you were
Listen, I
Kave.
know you academic types
And then you
love to fill
also
up your
had
big brains
Guru
with self-righteous
as
morality and
your
lord your empty rules and virtues
PFP
over
for
each
a
other.
while.
But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe
And did
haven
you
of
say
Aru
you
Village?
got called
And
Tainari?
Liney.
Like someone's gonna have to beat some sense
Can
in
I
here.
pick who
I have
want
not.
to be?
I have never called you
Never mind,
Tainari.
we'll suck
We've called
equally.
you Wanderer.
You are such a Liney. I'm not Liney, dipshit.
You're right. Courtney, he's right. He's
You are a
definitely.
Liney.
He's definitely. I can't think of one. Freminette. I don't know.
Yes,
Where's
you called me
Freminette do?
Tainari when I was
He says
talking about
robot.
how he isn't that bad. You're Ye Maiko.
Courtney?
He's Suao Mika.
Hey,
Who?
Google Mika Gary.
hear a word I just said?
Mika.
You're boring, you're sucrose.
Ooh, what's going on? The wind's so
I
strong.
thought
Is
Toast
this a
was
sandstorm?
sucrose. Who the hell
Paimon's gonna
is
get blown
that?
away.
A
Another
playable
sandstorm? What's up with these
cryo
recently?
character.
Hey! All of you, over
Mika
here,
Schmidt,
quickly! We have to take cover!
Huffman's younger
Someone's coming
brother,
for us.
and
Oh,
the
this wind
frontline
is too
surveyor of the
strong.
Knights of
Let's get
Favonius.
over there.
That sounded like
The
Candace.
Knights of Favonius were coming from
Come on,
company
you
led
two.
by
Mommy.
Eula.
All of you academia
Mika
folks, such hard
diligently
work.
fulfills
Move it!
all
My queen.
his tasks
Stop yelling.
efficiently and dreams of becoming an expert cartographer in the future. That's so boring, bro.
Oh my god, here it starts. Who ordered a yappuccino?
Courtney ordered her own yappuccino. She told me to look up Mika, and
Candence PLS selling me your bath water.
oh, we're
Well,
here.
this is pretty awkward.
You're talking about in-game. I thought you were talking about
Hey,
you
wanna play
for a
sardines
sec.
with
I
three
was about
people
to
who
be...
want to tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun. The air is so
Hoyoverse
thick and
keep...
heavy.
Why is that a video
Paimon
under
can hardly
my
keep floating
thing?
anymore.
Hoyoverse keeps
My
bullying
sincere
Chi-Chi.
apologies, everyone.
Good.
This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru Village.
Mommy. You.
Our savior has come at last. Nice to meet you, Candace.
Yikes.
Paimon. Thank you so much for helping us.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister. Unlike those guys over there.
All right.
She's so up. Why did they make her such a terrible player?
As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm started. And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, have an honest and sincere conversation.
Here's my Discord if you wanna join. https://discord.gg/mkd7fa5y.
I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Oh, on second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like to hear. So,
How do I
which of you
unlock
will
the
begin?
Imaginarium Theater?
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame
Do
in
the
explaining
quest.
myself. While
What's
Al
the
Haytham
quest?
wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Huh? Exile yourself?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was
grounded
data missing in
himself.
the Academia's project planning and development files. What
I
little
don't
they did
remember you
report
should have
clearly
it.
did not match the project's actual progress. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself. I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me. I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me, "The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold,
Bro got groomed.
they are meaningless to the Academia. I believed it would be wise to flee the Academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority. Once I find the truth, I will administer judgment by my own name.
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary.
Is Sino Geo or Electro? Because all the purple makes me think Electro, but his weapon makes me think Geo. But I don't know if it's like Kazuha, where it just doesn't.
Electro.
He's Electro? Okay, so it's like Kazuha, where his weapon just
He is
doesn't
Ori.
match at all.
Well, Sino, if that's your story,
Okay, I
then
see it now,
why
right
did you
there.
see Al-Haytham as a target?
Is he Geo or Electro?
When I was
The
investigating the matter
Electrovision
in the
on his belt.
Academia, I
Geo.
overheard a conversation between Al Haytham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, Al Haytham?
What?
His
Like
weapon
many
matches
parts
his
of the
gold
project.
accents.
This assignment was undocumented.
Just make
Now
it
throw in
gold,
your
just don't make it
suspicious
glow.
behavior with the divine knowledge capsule, And I think we deserve an explanation.
Like, yeah,
Yes.
glowing weapons
I
are
was
cool
indeed
and all,
tasked with
but like,
investigating the Traveler.
if it glows, it
After
looks
all,
like Geo
the promised
rocks,
reward was
and
so
it
great
looks
that
like it
hardly
would
any
be
scholar could have refused.
Zonglis.
The sage told me, once you've completed this
What
assignment,
is Zonglis?
I can give you a glimpse of
have?
divine knowledge.
Is it
A
cool?
most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information. Namely,
It's
that
not
divine
cool.
knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even as a reward? So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the divine knowledge capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sages.
It's alright, I
Had I
don't
been
pull
less
for
guarded,
weapons.
I probably would have ended up like that Ain al-Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a conversation.
You mean that the sages originally
Unless,
planned
of
to
course, it's
dispose of
for
you
my main and I
using
lose
one of
my
those capsules that drive people
5,050.
insane?
Yeah, I don't get why you say Kimchi's weapon doesn't look good.
I'd already given up on the assignment
It
by then.
reminds me
I only told the
of
Academia I
the
was waiting in
great
Port Ormos
sword
for you to appear so they
from
wouldn't suspect anything.
Monster
So
Hunter,
it came
because
as
it
quite a
has like the
surprise when I
little
encountered my erstwhile
handle
target
that's
while
also
investigating
in
the
the
divine
blade,
knowledge capsule.
and just because of
Criminals
how
do love
big
to
it
talk
is,
about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the Academia. Also, you should remember,
It's just so ugly.
you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
That's true. Al-Haytham helped us out at Caravan Rebat as well.
I
Maybe
wouldn't
he's
say it's
telling the truth.
ugly, I'd just
I'm
say
willing to apologize if that's
it's
worth anything to you.
very different
I took the
from
divine knowledge
Genshin
capsule
weapons,
behind your back because I
like
judged
how
its
they
existence to
normally
be a
are.
significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it
Like, I know
before
all
it had been
5-star
properly studied.
weapons, like,
After all,
are all unique,
curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing.
It's a ugly ass axe.
but they have
You
like a
should be well
certain
aware,
style. It's
Scribe
not an
Al-Haytham,
axe, it's a
that
sword.
curiosity can also
It's
lead
just
you to
serrated.
danger and suspicion. Answer me this. Did the sages share any information
I
about
can
their
show
project
you
with you?
a picture of
Have I not made myself clear?
It's an
the.
axe.
You and
I'll
I are
show
both
you
distrusted by the
the
Academia.
picture of the Great
Do you
Sword,
really think they would tell
the
me
Dragonbone
anything?
Great Sword from Monster
Fine.
Hunter.
Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy, for now.
As you wish.
Mm-hmm. Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings. And now you, Dia.
Oh, not
I
Dragon.
believe it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out. Ahem. My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the Traveler and is currently recovering from her illness at home. I had nothing
Where
going
is
on,
it?
so I decided to return to Aru village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone
None of
here.
these are the one I'm
But
looking
then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off, and things went downhill from there.
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your style. In that case, welcome back, Dia.
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candace.
Whoa! What was that sound?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home. I'll take a quick trip outside to clear out some of those creatures in the sandstorm.
Creatures? In the sandstorm?
I could take
Are
him.
you sure you don't want some backup?
Fighting in a
Is that a
sandstorm is not for the
goldfish
faint-hearted.
great sword?
Anyone without
Oh
extensive
my
training in
god,
these
it
conditions
is.
is at a
Oh, that looks
disadvantage.
so cool.
You needn't worry.
Well, it doesn't look cool, but it looks
Yeah,
goofy.
just leave
and I
him to
want it.
Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
The wind's died down. That means the sandstorm's over, right? Candace still isn't back yet, though. Is she
Here's
alright?
one. This is
Maybe
one
we should go out and
that
check
looks
on her.
rather similar.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried.
Like,
All right,
it's
let's
not
go.
the
We've
same
been
at
here long
all,
enough,
but it's
and the boys are as
close.
chatty as the floor.
Where it's got, like, the spikes coming off the blade. Here's another one, though, that looks... It's got, like, similar colors. It's not ugly.
It's so UGGLY.
It's just a monster and a greatsword. Bruh.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
If anybody is in chat that has played Monster Hunter, that knows what I'm talking about with the great swords, can you please tell Courtney how she's delusional? It doesn't fit in Genshin. That doesn't make it ugly.
Whew. Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures the entire time?
We're gonna deal with
Yes.
the
They
wolves?
just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated.
Ah! Here comes another wave!
As a person Haas in chat, it's
Leave this
ugly.
round to us. I got interrupted earlier, but now I have something to take my anger out on.
I'm talking about person
It's been quite a while since I've
that
seen the
knows what
flame
Monster
main in
Hunter
action.
is
I'll leave these to you
and has,
then.
like, played the games.
I'll be sure
and
to put
isn't
on a
bi-
good show.
Like, bias.
Let's go!
I can't really show it yet. Kind of not here.
Excuse me?
Get out of here! Teamwork is
Move or be moved. Way ahead of you. Sorry, pal.
Ow.
Excuse me?
I hate these guys. They're, like,
Here's some space.
unnecessarily tanky. Like, they don't look like they'd be tanky, but they are
Way ahead.
tanky. I don't like that. Like, why are these shrimps tanky?
Here comes another wave!
Goodness.
When are they ever gonna let up?
Arson.
Clouds high. The birds.
Arson. Arson.
Give me some space.
Arson. Arson.
The creatures stopped appearing. Was that the last of them?
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm. so we should be safe for the time being.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Huh? Who are you?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full taking care of the village's elderly and children. I am the chief of Aru village. Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
Who?
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now. May I ask if such sandstorms are common?
I can't say they've always been common, but recently the storms have become increasingly severe and frequent. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an investigator who stayed in the village a while ago, these unusual natural phenomena are related to the withering of Irminsul.
Another effect of Irminsul's withering. So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest, and sandstorms and earthquakes here in the desert?
Everything in the natural world is inextricably
Would
connected.
you say Candace's design is 5-star worthy?
These regional
I
symptoms
would.
can indeed be a reflection of Irminsul's present state.
Everyone in Aru village needs to take good care of themselves.
4.5.
Speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
Village keeper? Who are they? Village guards like Candace?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village
Can you
Keeper
shut
is how
up?
Aru village refers to mad scholars, exiled here by the academia. Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the Avidia forest. The academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars. So, they're forcibly exiled to the desert. Though if you ask me, it's all a boatload of nonsense.
Can I just punch him in the face?
Why?
He's annoying. Like, really
He's a
annoying.
good guy.
I don't care. Ito's a good guy. But I want to punch him in the face. Who else?
But he gambles like you.
Ito? Who? Sino? Who? Who gambles? Who gambles? Who gambles?
Sino. At TCG, which I am the best at.
I would... In the TCG, is it heavily RNG related?
No, it's mostly skill.
Then I wouldn't say that's gambling. I'd say gambling is where it's a lot of luck with like aspects
The only
of
RNG is
skill.
rolling dice and cards.
If it's mostly luck and like or if it's mostly skill and a little luck, I wouldn't say that's gambling. If it's mostly luck and a little skill, then gambling.
Here's
And then if
my
it's also
Discord if you wanna join.
and if it's also just like 100% luck, then gambling 100%.
/mkd7fa5y.
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village keepers have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace. But no one in the village has ever seen them
Also,
leave.
another
If you're
reason
planning to
I
stay
wanna
around the village for the next few days, I'd appreciate it if you could keep an eye out for
MF just wants to hate
I've had
Sino.
encounters with those people in the past. I'll see what I can do to help.
Yeah.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer
He
with them,
reminds me of
are you
Tainari,
trying
but
to
only in
alleviate
like
your
the
guilt
way
and
that
atone
like
for your past
he
sins?
has
I'm
knowledge.
fascinated by how you think.
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty,
I prefer Tainari
I will
because
eliminate you,
Tainari's not an
regardless
asshole,
of my position or identity.
and he's not
Oh,
arrogant.
you're the former General Mahamatra. You must be an
He's
expert in these
Maharaja,
kinds
bro.
of investigations. Thank you
That's
for your help.
that's what I'm gonna call him.
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor
I'm gonna call him
scholars.
Maharaja
First they lose their sanity, now
instead of
this!
Mahamatra.
We need to help get them
Maharaja.
back home, safe and sound. But,
Sino's a soldier, of course he's arrogant.
tag along with Sino? You seem like you really don't
Not
trust
all
him.
soldiers are arrogant, though.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better job than some of my former subordinates.
You shut up.
Let's start by
bro.
finding a spot to share what we know so far.
No, he's a soldier. Of course, he's arrogant. Dane. He's a soldier. He's not arrogant.
Name one soldier.
Dane. Cloud Strife.
ATBH, I don't really care about Sino anyways, he's level 60.
Although I've sent myself into exile,
Name one
I'm
soldier
still
that's
doing
not
essentially the
arrogant.
same things as
Cloud.
before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our
Sephiroth
investigation?
isn't even that arrogant. Sephiroth is smart.
One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident. The academia has long exiled mad
Sephiroth
scholars
is
to
at
I've
Aru
least-
never
Village.
played Final
A
Fantasy.
mysterious phenomenon exists here. When mad scholars
Look
first
up
arrive,
Cloud Strife.
they are as incoherent and deranged as before.
And
But
just by like his
after
stance
spending some
alone,
time
you should
here,
probably be able to tell that he's
they
not arrogant.
invariably begin to calm down. Initially, the people of Aru Village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. But a strange incident one night changed that. Aru Village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory.
Some people say that
Seeing
Sephiroth,
buildings
which
on
is
the
like
verge
the
of collapse all around him,
antagonist to
the then
Cloud,
chief of the village
is arrogant,
was preparing to take everyone to safety.
but Sephiroth is
Suddenly,
kind of just evil.
He noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner,
and kind of just
caressing the
wants to
ground
annoy
with his
you.
hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night. Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground. In the end, not a single building collapsed, and no one was hurt. After that, the people of Aru Village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness, and began to refer to them as the village keepers.
A soft green
Bro,
light? A
he's
mad
not a
scholar
twink.
protecting Aru Village?
He's not
What
a
do you make of it,
twink.
traveler?
He had to dress up as a girl for a secret mission where they had to think he was a girl. I don't know how
He's wearing a dress
it worked.
and he's nailing it.
He's wearing a dress and he's nailing it, but that's just because he has a pretty face.
True slang.
He has to, like, go do a thing where he has to go undercover as a girl. So he gets, like, married to some dude, but really it's kind of a
Okay, not
sold.
a twink, but he is a pretty boy.
He is a pretty boy. But so are, like, every one of the protagonists in Final Fantasy. 9 times out of 10, if it's a guy in Final Fantasy, they're a pretty boy.
Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals at Aru Village?
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha system would no longer have any interaction with them.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was probably Nahida who calmed them.
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do. So, what do you make of the story?
Hold up. Noctis is kinda eh. Well, here, I can just say this. Most of the time, because there are some characters that are just, ugh, but most of the time, if it's a Final Fantasy character, you can bet on them being attractive.
Really?
Look up Sephiroth.
You don't believe us?
Look
Lesser
up
Lord Kusanagi
Aerith.
was definitely using the Akasha to give
look
her
up
power to the
Tifa.
mad scholars.
No.
You already looked up
It's
Cloud.
not so much that I don't believe you. I'm just struck by your reasoning. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro Archon. Is she really active in Sumeru? The Academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanali, and I've never had any reason to doubt their views. In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds. To me, she might as well have been a god that never existed.
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... How should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and wise. Even if she says weird stuff sometimes.
Yo, wait. I just had an idea. I should check. One sec. Let's see. PS Plus. Ooh, I gotta also check out these new games. Later, though. I gotta see if Persona 3... I didn't know that was on PlayStation. I gotta see if Devil May Cry is PS Plus. Devil May Cry. Premium. Wait, right, so that's only 2 Devil May Cry games, though. Only 2 of them. Devil May Cry 5 is on sale. Ooh. I may have to start saving up money, chat. I'm gonna start
I've
saving
spent
up for
many
Devil May
years
Cry.
interrogating criminals, so
Or
I
should I
can
save
easily
up the
tell
risk
when
of
someone is
rain?
lying.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth.
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar. You two really must have met
Unless
Lesser
I'm a
Lord
really good liar.
Download Honkai.
To think. Our Archon
I
has been
was
amongst us this entire
kind of
time.
thinking about that.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this investigation.
Ooh, no, alright, no. I know what I'm saving up my money for. It's not gonna be Risk of Rain. And it's not gonna be Devil May Cry. It's gonna be Astrobot. I love that little dude. I played the Astro's Playroom, and that was fun. But now he has his own actual game. Oh my god. Astrobot's adorable. What? Okay, that's Ultra Edition. I was about to say, it didn't say Ultra Edition on the thing. I was about to question why Warhammer 40k is $110. Well, that's because it's the Ultimate Edition. Jesus Christ. Is that the edition that Aaron got? Because if so, goodness, man. Honkai Star Rail. Let's see. Warhammer 40k, though, is amazing. Like, it's going to be up there for Game of the Year. It's going to be one of those big contenders like Astrobot. I can be a robot guy with a hat and a suit. Hold up. Wait a minute. 73 gigabytes? Jesus. How much is Genshin? Genshin's 100. What the? Why are they so big? How long? Holy shit. But in 2 hours. What did bro trip on? Or is it that? It was probably the fucking iron deficiency. No, chat. I have this wooden cup holder for my water. I woke up this morning to turn off like my first alarm, and then went to go lay back down on my couch for a few more minutes. and smacked my head straight into that wooden cup holder because I fell down.
But easier said than done, especially since we don't have any leads. Maybe we can start by knocking on some doors.
I stood up,
Are you here to
turned off that alarm, took 2 more steps, and smacked my head right into the cup
By the
holder.
sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak.
Boom.
You'll help me find my grandpa, right?
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
It was loud,
Hey,
too.
don't
I don't
say
know how it
that.
didn't wake anybody up.
Grandpa is just Grandpa. Why do you have to call him that? It's not like he's a bad person or anything.
It still hurts a tiny bit.
The person you're
where it
referring
hit.
to is not a local, yet you are. Why do you call him Grandpa?
Grandpa is just Grandpa. He's my family.
Grandpa is Grandpa.
I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you.
Bruh.
I want to find my grandpa. I swear I'll help. I won't be a nuisance.
What you do I didn't hear.
Oh.
So you're the one who
I
was
woke up in the
eavesdropping
morning,
on us
turned off
around the
my
village chief's
first
house.
alarm,
I
and
was
then went to
planning
go lay
out
back
and
down
take care
for a
of
few more
whoever it
minutes
was,
on my couch.
but I had a vague feeling that they didn't
and
harbor
I,
any ill
like,
intent.
as I was walking back to my couch, like,
Ethan wasn't
my
kidding
TV
about Macho
is like
having sharp
2
senses.
steps away from my
I know. He's just a kid. All he wants is to find
couch.
his grandpa. Let's find a way to help him.
I walked over to the thing,
Sorry,
turned
I
off
was
the
only
alarm,
listening in
because
I
I have
wanted
like
to
a
know where
clock
Grandpa
right
went.
underneath my TV.
Honest. If you don't
And
believe
as
me,
I was
you can
on my
ask
way
Miss
back
Candace.
to the couch, I took my the 2 steps and smacked my head straight into the wooden cup holder.
All right.
There was like a
But
loud
first,
thud.
let's confirm the facts with Candace.
I don't know how it didn't wake anybody up. But it was like early too. It was like 5:30 in the morning.
Oh Gary, you good?
Yeah. You can't really damage my brain too much no more. I thought it was impossible to damage what little intelligence I had left. And then the samsara happened. Jesus fucking Christ.
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
I had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
That brain's been through too much to be damaged.
You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping outside the window. He really wants to get his grandfather back. Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring for him so he could survive. Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often spied on the man. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, he was afraid and didn't dare to approach him.
I kind of have to go.
One summer night,
to go eat
the
dinner.
oft mumbling and bumbling
then I'll be
grandpa
back.
suddenly calmed down and seemed to become
Hopefully
more lucid.
Honkai will be done by then, because my
He even noticed
PlayStation will be
Isak
off.
hiding in the distance. So
So,
Grandpa
I'ma
walked up to
just-
Isak the next morning. It's said that the Isak was...
Yep, lore.
It's also...
Courtney, can you please explain whatever this is when I get back?
Maybe the people...
Huh?
Honkai, honkai, honkai.
Alright.
Hey, Isak! Oh, it's you! We've cleared everything. Really? Yeah!
All right.
Listen to White Knight by Hoyomix.
I will later.
Here's my Discord if you wanna join.
Yeah.
https://discord.gg/mkd7fa5y.
I'll be back later, chat. Bye-bye.